YouTube. This is going to be a follow-up video for the VMC 42, I think it's EXG. This is not the lightweight version. I did a video with the KX40 with this version and probably felt that it should have run the light version. So we have the 57. I've had it for a while. I just hadn't gotten around to actually running the brush cutter. Last night we took it out and ran it to do a video, to do a follow-up. And it was really nice. This time the motor came hooked up, or the valve came hooked up right. One thing to note, you can hook these hoses up backwards, which we did last night where we were told we wouldn't be able to. But I think the male goes on this side and the female on that side. I'm not 100% sure. But the point is, even if you get these fittings on backwards, all you need to do is go down here. So if you have these fittings on backwards here, all you have to do is come down here and sort these hoses out. Just flip them over. And what happens is, last night we went to start the hydraulics and run the cutter, and it basically shot fluid out right here. It was a mess. So, but no big deal. Just switch these out and you'll be fine. What we're gonna do is, we went through last night. It was kind of getting dark and we were in a hurry, and we were trying not to. We were cutting over some concrete in places, so we lost our train of thought a little bit. I do want to point out some of my comments when I kept saying that the 57 was better. It is much better. It's much better with this particular model. It's 500 more pounds than the lightweight one, and you, like the other one, like if you're on a hill on a KX40, you kind of want to be with the blade down or backwards or whatever, because I don't know that it would flip. It's just the stability. Like when you reach out, you're rocking a lot more. This one on the 57, you can run around. It's stable, and it just seems, actually, it's got a little bit better hydraulic flow, which it should be because it's a bigger machine. So none of the comments are a knock on the 40. I really like the 40. I would love to see the 40 run a lightweight version, the light version, the 500 pound less, and because I think it would be awesome and it would be a great machine as well. Because the 57 does reach farther, and it is, it is a lot more stable with this one. I think you can get a little bit more done. However, it does weigh a lot more, and like going around last night in grass and soft grass and stuff like that, it does, the tracks do tear up the grass and things. So that's something to consider. If you're doing like smaller stuff and you don't need a bigger size machine, again, I think the KX40 and the light version may be a really good option for this as well. So I will edit into the videos last night. And the other thing is too, we didn't have as big a brush to cut through because we cut it all last year. So I did the best I could, but you can see how it cut grass and everything, and then some saplings. So it did a really good job. I think you'll be happy with it. Enjoy. On the 57, man, it's just a lot more stable. Over here to the side, you can see. Not really as jerky as on the 40, but like I said, the 40, if you ran it on the the 40 on the light version on the 40, I think it would be good. Sorry about that, I was watching the concrete. it does a really good job. I'm gonna go here in a minute and see if we can get some a few little scrub brushes and see how it does there. Man, that's where these things like really shine, in my opinion. It's so nice just to be able to just go up through here and clean off these banks and make them look really nice. And going up against these trees like right we got over here, we're gonna come around and go to. It's just really cool. Because you can watch the blade, you can get right up to a tree or something that you can't really get to on a bush hog. I mean, I guess you can, but this just seems like it's so much nicer. This particular model that you see here, or that I'm running here. And I just realized I wasn't even running full throttle. Now we're going to get into some saplings, some little trees. I think I'm going to call this again soup. This slices and dices. I'm not happy, so let's see what we got here. I mean, that's amazing. I see that's 1-inch, 2-inch stuff right there, and it's like nothing. Stuff we got in here, it's just so nice. Like, I can't get over there with the tractor or anything. It's just so nice to be able to get over there and just reach down nice. here's some video the next day of what we did, and I wanted to show you last night too. You can see right there, we have, you can see it, there's big chunks of concrete in there, so we had to be really careful because obviously we don't want to hit the blade. But it just did this is like really thick grass, weeds, and it did an amazing job, and we were in a really big hurry. Over there was more like brush and everything. The reason we don't have like those two little places right there, the reason we couldn't cut those is because the cable box or cable pedestal is right there, and the electrical pedestal is right there, so obviously we weren't going to take much of a chance and hit one of those. But you can see there, so it did, it was just amazing. And there's, you might, like, you couldn't get up in there with a skid steer, hardly. Possibly could, but man, this is just so much easier. You just reach right over there and get it done. Here's more of an area that had some saplings and the bigger stuff. That's about all we had. And you can see it just did I mean, it's almost like taking a big weed eater and going through small grass. I mean, it does a great job. And then finally, like getting in between these fence posts, a skid steer probably would go in there and do just as good, but you couldn't. Like, this is kind of the other side of the property that we couldn't get on, and we were able to reach over there and clear that up as well. So if this had been a fence line or something, we could have done really well. So and then this is the bank. It's really, I know it doesn't look like that in video, and you could run a skid steer on there, but a tractor, it's just not worth it. A flat tire or something flipping over. I mean, you could back up on it. It's just a pain. But with that, I mean, you're talking 5 minutes and you're done with these kind of banks like this, and that's where they really shine.